God gives everybody a purpose. So I think art is my purpose. It means that I can use to create a path for myself and for my people. And it means that I can use to tell my story. I've always loved art. I've always loved to draw while growing up. So at some point, I realized that I needed something, I needed something to really carve my path. I have a family, and my family background wasn't really that good. So as a young man growing up, I saw like a different phase, different things happened that really occurred to me that I need to take this art serious. I need to be this person that tells, the story of my family through art. I've been doing art for a couple of years. I mainly got into art to 19 when a friend of mine came around and gave me three acrylic colors that he have it, but he doesn't know what to use it for. So from there I picked the interest. I was mainly creating as a designer, as a fashion designer. Coming to that point where my friend gave me those three colors, I can remember he also brought a Vans for me to see if I can recreate it. Then I wasn't confident, but there was something in me that wanted to do something. Like I was thinking, how can I be different? How can I really have a means to earn without going to work for somebody? Do you understand? So he came on, brought those shoes. I recreated them, and he liked it. I think that was my first pay, 1,500. Having that money made me realize that I could get more. I started painting, but I wasn't really painting on canvas. I was recreating my clothes, my old clothes. I was just creating from anything I could get around me. I didn't have money to get any medium or any materials for myself. Like I said, my family background wasn't that good, So instead of calling my mom to send money for me to do something, I just pick up my clothes, recreate them. If I sew, I paint on them. So material, fabrics was the medium I was using to create before canvas and all that, before I started having money to get canvas for myself.
I don't know when my day will come, but I'll keep swinging like the pendulum.
I've always been this kind of person that I want the best for my family because I see how we suffered. I see how things went, the disrespect, the shame that came from not having anybody that could support your dream and all of that. So my mom always had our back. Do you understand? She always, even though she didn't have the money to support, the prayers was everything. I could be creating with our center table. She would come there, she'll start praying. That really made me feel so emotional, saying that if this woman had the money in the world, she would have given me all the money she had just for me to be this person. My artistic style is abstract. You get, because I create from what's in my mind. I don't go and copy people's work and create. My name is Bethel Stephen Akpenuchi. I'm from River State, Port Harcourt, Equatorial Local Government. I'm an artist based in Lagos State.
1, 2, 3.
How I perceive life from the city of Lagos, seeing how the people out here hustle, seeing the chaos of the streets, what makes people go out and return back. It's inspiring, compared to Port Harcourt. But then as a man, I have to move on. I have to do the things I need to do, and also like embrace the culture over here, embrace the struggle. The things I love about Lagos is that sometimes I find inspiration in the chaos of the streets, and sometimes I find inspiration in silence.
I was born by the river in a little old tent. Oh, just like the river I've been running ever
Looking
since.
back to
It's been a
2014, I had a very terrible experience. I
long
lost my
time
sister.
coming,
I mean, we
but
were
I know
very close. My immediate elder sister, Deborah.
change is gonna come.
It was a terrible incident, and ever since then, I wanted to be great. I wanted to be that person that in the family, can help and also put people on. And I also had a very confiscated experience from losing my dad. I believed in my heart that if he was alive, things would have been more better. Right now I'm forced to do what I need to do. Growing up as a young person and becoming a man, in a very young age, because there was no support system to push my dreams. I had to wait, I had to make sure that my younger brother is doing well. So a whole lot of things has really happened that shaped my life, that made me want to do art, that made me want to take art serious. But these experiences are very significant and they mean a lot to me. So looking at it from this angle, I'm not just doing art for myself. I'm not just doing art for myself. I'm doing it because I have a story I need to carve. And I believe that people out there also can relate, because we or one way or the other have lost people in our life, people that are dear to us. We have lost things, if not people, but things that means a lot to us. So, like I said, some stories are untold, but here comes my own story. And I'm looking forward to the future, to see what the future holds for me. A Hills of Time is a reflection of my past, my present, and my future. Creating a creating creating something that really tells my story. You understand? Um, I get to understand that some people have stories that are untold. Some die with their story without the world knowing what has really happened or what made this person be like this. You know? So, Echoes of Time for me is reflecting on my past, the struggles, the happy moments, the sad days, the days I felt like I was going to give up, and all of those things. The days I felt like, man, why is life so unfair? I know there are millions of people like me out there that also have stories like myself. So I'm helping them tell their story from my own life experience. If I don't tell my story, how would people know that there's somebody like this that really tried?
When we were kids. kids in the backyard, playing astronauts and rock stars. No one told us to stop it, called us unrealistic. And suddenly you're 18